at college. You're doing all these things. I think that's what I think it's just who you are and where you are, at that point in your life, what kind of moves you. And I think everybody is different. So
was that like smoke worthy? It's not like
so
he.
like, being so
No,
like,
you know why it's smoke worthy?
Why?
Because it's coming from a black man.
Oh.
It's coming from a black man. That's why it's smoke worthy. Because it
Stan
was
came back from vacation. He going to the race shit. Shout
yeah,
out
got
Stan.
to because if it was one white man, is like, I want you to be all you can be. I want you to do something more than just home. I want you to use your college degree and blah blah blah. That's right, King. That's right.
Yeah, but but let me add on to the stand, right? This is where this is gonna sound kind of funny, but this is where
you about to add in the Stan's bullshit.
Well, no.
Not add it. Don't be scared. Don't take nothing back in three.
Yeah, go
take
full
nothing back
flex.
in three. You know they watching us. What's her name is watching us right now? Who? That video vixen. You know she's watching us.
Hey, look,
she want a decent men.
We're not gonna say her name. We're not gonna say her name for
No. That's what I said. She wanted. I just gave the hint. She wanted decent men, so I know she's gonna take this and run with it. So
right. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, unfortunately, Myron Gaines, man, he's been kind of like on the road being correct a little bit. Slightly,
Get the fuck
right?
out of here.
Myron, you bringing Myron Gaines into this, sir?
The same motherfucker that got smacked up by academics.
Guys, hold on. Look, I know you got smoke for Myron, right? But look, hear me out though, right? He did say, right, kind of like how you mentioned, white folks, right? And look, and this not coming from me. This coming from a Sudanese person, okay, y'all? So don't cancel me yet.
A Sudanese person that got a white boyfriend, but go ahead.
Right. So this comes from a Sudanese person, allegedly, right, with white boyfriend Kurdistan. It's saying that white men don't really control. They don't know how to control like their women, and that's why they'll say those type of things, right? Where they're pro feminism, but they're really not. They just don't have the leverage and the control because, like, most of them have that type of beta type of attitude. Again, that's coming from him. Now, where LeBron is getting the smoke, right? Yes, it's because I guess maybe not only he's a black man, but he's a black man with affluence, right? He's a role model. So a role model should not be speaking on those things where it's highly favored against, certain women, especially black women, because they're going to take that to offense because he's a black man. So anytime when he's only just speaking something that's mildly, that is not in agreement to the sisterhood, they're going to try to crucify him.
Y'all tripping. I think they upset because they didn't expect LeBron to say some shit like that. Oh, before I cook, what's good, Lola? How you been? But man, think about it. LeBron's net worth, ain't he like in a billion territory now?
Should be.
Yeah, so I know he's like way up there with the money, but I know in their mind they're like, oh, they think like ultimate soft life. So when he said this shit, it probably threw him for a loop. Because look at them girls looking at him like, motherfucker, you got $1 billion. I should be at the house drinking mimosas, chilling by the pool. What the fuck you mean I gotta go to work? They looking at him like he crazy. They're like, oh shit, he gonna put that bug in every other guy's head and shit. Because if a billionaire can say this, they like, oh shit, we about to get that work now. So they nervous. Look at their faces. Look at them head tilts. They like, shit, LeBron, fuck. And it's not like they could call him because typically like if a guy say this shit, they're like, oh, you're broke. You can't say that shit to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? They can't use the you're broke tactic.
And they can't say he's married to a white woman because he's married to a sister.
Yeah, so they got to kind of eat that. They're like, fuck, we can't say shit. We can't say he's sassy. We can't say he broke. So yeah, they just got to eat that one. They're like, damn, he could send their ass to work.
Oh yeah, Wally just dropped off the information in the back chat. How much she's worth?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, 1.2 billion to 1.4. So yeah, he got that bread where like he could definitely like, he got chefs and shit keep you at the house. But LeBron said, fuck that. Why you think he's taking a stance like that, man? With all that money, man, what do you think be going through his mind?
Look what's going on currently with all his friends, all his colleagues, peers. Like, it's not. Well, here's two parts, right? Wait, we didn't get Wally's commentaries. I'll be quick. Two parts, right? We all live in the post-feminist era. We all seen what happened when women are not able to work, then get divorced, and then have to start over again, and it's not fair to them, right? Some of us come from divorce. Some of us come from single parent backgrounds. Some of us came from two parent backgrounds, and then the parents had divorced later on in life, and mom had to start over, or dad had to start over, whoever took care of the kids. So we've seen the outcome of it in all different type of aspects. You don't want that for the next person you're, cohabitating with or you're with. So it's just like you're an adult. Like, why not have a job? It's okay.
Yeah, I think
Save your
he.
money. Save your money. You're not a princess.
Now, I like what you were saying, man, because definitely, man, I think that's what's happening. I think a lot of guys are seeing other guys go through the ringer, man. Like, I know 5 dudes that's getting divorced right now, and that court shit, it ain't no joke. You know, the amount of money that everybody got to pay the lawyer up because they can't mediate a lot of this stuff. And, you know, if you're a well-to-do guy, man, the amount of shit that you just got to pay out. So I think, like you said, when he's looking at other NBA players and they getting hit with all these, even that he's in a relationship, man, you still gotta like look around and see this shit playing out, and you're like, damn, yeah. If I had to come out here, I'm I'm gonna maneuver a little differently, cause man, I ain't trying to get took to no cleaners and shit.
And I gotta say something real quick before we go to
No,
Wally.
go ahead.
Even if, ladies, if you come on here and say like you ain't got no money, that's a damn lie. You would take the money. What that means is called an extra income for you. You gonna turn down extra $1,000 a month? You gonna turn down $12,000 a year? You gonna turn down $20,000 a year? You gonna turn down 50? No, you're not. So even in cohabitation, men are gonna end up paying for it, the relationship. So marriage, cohabitating, a breakup, you do end up paying. And we live in a transactional relationships world.
Man, I only seen 2, I'll say, divorces where the females were like, nah, I don't want nothing. You know, let's just split up our assets that we both contributed to, and they were like high earners. But yeah, the rest of them, like you said, because you know the thing that a lot of people would throw out there is like, well, you know, most men don't be making that much money to, you know, do the alimony, which is correct. But I'm like, man, if a dude have $500 in a bank account, you taking 250. Let's stop acting like y'all don't take shit. You know what I'm saying?
They'll take 450 and leave you with $50 so you go to work.
Nah, it's brutal, man. It's a brutal game. But go ahead, M3. I know you was about to say something.
Well, before I say anything, I was gonna let Wally say something because I think he was next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
Wally's
Wally.
next.
My bad.
So what's the question on the table again? Like, as far as like, why you think
LeBron's kind of taking that stance? You know, even though he got like a 1 point, he's worth like 1.2. So you know, typically
honestly,
you'll see a guy with that range, like he could cover goddamn everything like 4 times over.
Well, I don't know. Well, for all of us, we don't know how LeBron's background is per se. Like, as far as, you know, if both his parents working, one of his parents were working, however that dynamic is, right? But in a lot of senses, yeah, you can look around and just be like, in a lot of ways, you look at a lot of women and you're just like, all these women that are constantly leaving this relationship thinking, you know, this or that, or they're saying, oh, we just left because it was just time or this or that. And it's like, they're just walking away with free cash. And it's like, yeah, nah, that ain't it. But even for him, like, you got to look at it from LeBron's perspective, right? It's like, I don't know how LeBron's constantly, you know, using his money on a daily basis, right? When he makes his all this, you know, money left and right through shoe deals and any other ad revenues and all that stuff that he gets over time, right? But in the same sense of what he's saying is like, hey, look, we have this money here, and if there's no one else I do trust, it's like, who else? It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like what he broke down, like, right? My wife is constantly moving. We have these kids. They're still here with us. She's constantly out there searching schools, this and that, all this, trying to find the best school to go to and to link up with and everything else. Or, you know, she probably might be moving the money to where it's business moves and making generational wealth every single time. She making the money move, not just sitting around just lazing it off like The world is her oyster and shit. She's making moves on a daily basis. And you know, when you hear a lot of these people want to talk about these relationships one way or another, they're not really putting in nothing at all one way or another. So it's like, well, I mean, let's be honest. What did you really got the relationship for? Just so you can just sit here and say you just got a woman, you got a woman that's willing to bear your kids only to look at it as a turnaround that you just get fucked over? Like, no. Like, what the frick is this? And that's why it's sort of laughable, because when you hear a lot of these guys on the internet, you know, argued for the idea of having a stay-at-home wife. Because again, I remember there was a video, right, where a woman was like, okay, the man wants her to be a stay-at-home wife. And the woman was like, okay, well, she clocked it as saying, well, you got to make, I think, what, like 500K or something like that, right? The dude looked at it like, you crazy. I'm like, no, you're not thinking about the money overall. Like, and I'm like, she got a point though. It's like, bro, you over here trying to do it on yourself just so you could be superhero. You could be Mr. Superman and shit. But in reality, let's be real. She leaves you and she walks away with nothing. Honestly, leaving with nothing. What do you think is gonna happen to you? Really, really? You think she's just gonna walk away free of charge? Oh yeah, like yeah, she's gonna have parents to go back to and just, you know, rebuild her life from that point on. Like, no, dummy, you're gonna get hit. So no, like, don't be dumb. So I think in that sense, I mean, again, I don't know where that conversation peak for LeBron started, but overall, you have to look at the climate and you just got to realize, bro, everyone's able to do something. So why the hell is it just one person or one group of people of a gender is doing one thing? It's like, no, everyone's contributes no matter what. Put your part in.
Oh, real quick, Wally, man, I like what you said, man, because one of my boys, he's a divorce lawyer. And he was telling me about, like, you know, I'd be asking questions because I always be interested in shit. And because I was asking him, I'd be like, man, I'd be meeting a lot of guys on panels and shit. And they'd be like, you know, I'm cool with losing everything. He was like, man, everybody says that shit till they get the divorce and they get served. And he's like, man, when you see people in that process, he's like, man, everybody trying to fight for their shit, hide it. So, like, I like what you were saying, because it's like, man, you got to think this stuff out. Like, I think in a lot of people's minds, man, they, you know, when they want to pay for everything, they don't want to do it when the divorce happens. But like you said, if the female stayed at the house, she is kind of entitled to some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they're not looking at it like that. So it's so crazy, because I was asking him the questions. He's like, everybody, when they get to court, they fighting. He's like, dudes don't want to pay that shit. And he's like, the females want to take some shit. So he's like, they talking shit at that point.
No, yeah. And I think, too, you got to also think about it. It's like, if you really were to look at everything that a woman is doing, as if you put it in a sense of stay-at-home mother, but then really say to yourself, okay, everything to that point, what's she doing? I mean, you can really ration it out. She's pretty much being your chef. She's pretty much being your freaking clean woman. She's pretty much being all these other things, yin yang yo. If as long as she's doing it at the end of the day, right? It's like, when you look at all those things, I mean, there's jobs for those things at the end of the day. So yeah, you do have to vary that out and be like, well, you know, all that stuff. But it's like, at the same notion, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you really want to really hold on to a woman that is a stay-at-home woman versus her earning and putting her part in? It's like, no, you're not really thinking about the whole thing payoff. You're really just living like a bachelor with a woman just, you know, you just pre-select just to help you out. Congratulations.
Stan got some smoke for you.
He can have the smoke. He can have the smoke.
No,
when you think about it, that's what you're really getting into. You just brought someone in that you trust enough to be in your location, and you know she's sort of like your. I mean, sue me for saying it. She's sort of like your fuck buddy, and you're making that.
The smoke is not that part. The smoke's not that part. The smoke I have is the whole thing of like, didn't you also want a family? Didn't you also want to have a kids? Didn't you also want to have this house? Right? Because like you're building a life together, right? I mean, that's the part of it when you're in a relationship, and that's what comes with it. You want the kid or you want a big family. Well, okay, this is what it costs when you do it, and then you either want to go back to work, or you can work at home, or you can build, like, in-laws come in and help out. I mean, you gotta make.
So wait a minute. So let's rationalize everything you just said right there, though, right? how
Yeah.
much in-laws are actually helping out with these.
But
kids.
that's what I'm saying. You gotta like be realistic and look at that, right?
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
some
but that's what I'm
families
saying.
don't
Like
have
looking
that.
at it across the board, because like pretty much what you're saying is like again, right? Understanding that you want this family, everything else. So you have to value everything that's coming into it, the time, the dedication, everything you're putting in. But that's my thing. Also, it comes back to the reality of you also got to bring that resource in. So that's my whole point. Like sitting here asking for a single mother, and then now also thinking about the climate of where we are today. Boy, you better be a billionaire, motherfucker, talking that shit.
But we have a billionaire here who's saying like, "No, you need to go to work." He don't want
Exactly.
you laying in the house, right? He don't want you in the house, right? He's looking at you like you a pet. Like I said before, you don't want to be in somebody's house and be a pet. You know what I'm saying? Soon they open the door like meow meow. We ain't got no milk. You know,
I swear that
They definitely coming for a stand after this video, dog.
no,
They
but no,
definitely-
it's just a
Boy,
truth.
that's
Like,
not for me. What you mean?
but like, put it on the other side. Like, if women come home and then the man that you have in your house is still in his boxers and just laying down watching stories on your Netflix.
Yeah, you
And
hate
all-
that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah. So
Asking
those
you
are my friends.
questions like-
You would be hella pissed.
You know what I'm saying? Asking you questions where you been all day. You
What
know,
have you done?
like you know what I'm saying. You only
Sleeping
thought
late
about you only thought about yourself when you got leftovers. You didn't think about me. Maybe I want some of that too. I think it's funny how Can you imagine? So, like you a woman, you coming home to this. You wouldn't like it. Like nobody likes coming home to anyone that's like you looking at them, they looking at you, looking at them, and they gonna tell you like you got chores. And you did a 4-hour commute.
Stan do got a good point, Stan, because it's crazy. Like if you introduce the concept like of a stay-at-home dad, it's funny getting women's reactions and stuff. They'll be like, "What the fuck is he gonna do all day?
And you know what?
He just gonna sit around and clean this, all that basic shit."
Stay-at-home fathers that got the smoke for a lot of y'all stay-at-home mothers.
Yep, because you know what? We also had that clip. We didn't get there yet.
We
That
gonna
man-
watch that next week. That's next time. But yeah,
Yeah, he took care of like what 5 kids under 7 doing home, and then you see a whole bunch of single, like not single, but a bunch of stay-at-home dads are like, this the most easiest job in the world. Like, and they still working side jobs, and like they like, hey, I'm cooking, I'm doing all this other stuff, and the directions they take with the kids and everything else, they're like, I'd rather do that than anything. Even I said it, like, man, if the whole thing for me working these podcasts and probably find another gig and another one on top of that is to make money, I want to be a stay-at-home father and just do all that driving and soccer dad stuff. That stuff is fun.
You know what?
Cooking, meal prepping, I love that stuff. Having coffee with other dads, I'm like, hey man, what you doing? What you need? What's going on? But that stuff be fun. Yeah, every time you come, but no, hold on, 3. Every time we come on here for the past like 50, 80 years of watching TV, I cook the bacon, I'm tired of it too. All this other stuff, and then when you get a chance to do it, you're just like, man, I just cleaned this house in 30 minutes. Like.
So Stan, you saying you wouldn't be looking at it as a job? Like it's the hardest job. You be like enjoying this day in, day out. You be like, look, man, my mornings is good. You be stretched out, just refreshed.
I'll be looking at that TV show like who's the boss? I'm like Tony Danza. I'm like, I could do this. I can do this. Like, this is easy. Not easy, but it's fun. It is fun. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's
You could be knitting sweaters and shit.
Man, you got a machine for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be no trad husband or nothing crazy. But like that stuff be dope. You see people come home.
Stan could be out there churning butter and shit. This motherfucker be
You
like
know,
Amish dad and shit.
Man, straight up like dinner's already ready. Everybody eating your moose goosh and your moose goosh. And everybody's having fun. You up and having like movie night every night. You know, that stuff be fun. I don't know what to tell you. They complain all the time. Every time it's a complaint, oh, it's hard. It's hard.
This shit crazy.
But I'm just,
But
like, when I experienced it, it's like, yo, this stuff is pretty cool. Then you see these little people growing up to their own little personalities. Then you meet some of their friends. You like, oh man, I hope this friendship ends. But then,
Oh Lord. But real quick though, 'cause, listen,
All right, let me get M3 in there. Go ahead, M3.
You know, they say statistically, right? You know, men are better cooks than women, right? But I'm just going by statistics, right? I'm not bashing y'all, but damn, that was a lot. What I was gonna say was like, you know, the benefits of being a stay-at-home dad, right? If you know whatever, you get to at least like bond and kind of give structure to your children, right? Because they need that parental structure anyways, like from their fathers anyway, to kind of keep them in line. But there was something else I was also going to say as well too.
Probably about the divorce thing. You was
no. So, well, it was more to like your question from earlier, Jerk, right? So my answer, I was going to say, right, because for LeBron, the reason why like he chooses, well, he would prefer a woman, right, to work, just like most light-skinned men will prefer the women to work. Look, hands down, look, simple terms. LeBron watches YouTube, right? And if he watches YouTube, he's definitely watching content, and he's also living that life, and he's emerged and surrounded by a bunch of dumb athletes. He's pretty much like maybe one of the smart ones, the rare breed that you will learn from other people's mistakes, and you will try your best not to get caught up. Man, years back, I remember when O'Shea made a video about LeBron running away from groupies that was trying to give him a hug and get an autograph from him. And this dude was running like for his dear life. And he already knows like how the media will portray and get him and his marriage like caught up in some type of scandal.
Yep.
That's why LeBron is able to get sponsors and have those type of deals. Being part of like one hit wonder movies like Space Jam 2, and still like
that was not a hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was trash.
That was trash. That was trash.
That's why I call it. Okay, so it wasn't like a hit, but it was a one wonder. Okay, but the point is, right? That's why he's able to speak as loudly in his own terms of what he wants. See, the problem is, men are not allowed to really have demands. You're not even really allowed to have opinions in this in these type of industries, especially like in social media and these podcasts. They expect for us to just shut up and be quiet and just be like the yes man, like the other guys like do. You know what I mean? But whenever you have an opinion about something, you're always gonna get crucified of it because you're going against the norm. Look, man, if I was like in LeBron's shoes, right? Like, yes, like you want to pick a woman. I'm glad he chose someone, right, that actually will take care of the household and certain things. And if you're not really like working like for under someone else, you damn for sure going to be like working together with me, so we could continue to build out that family structure. And I think that's the part that's like really important to really have is being in a partnership transactionally that someone is actually putting in the effort to do stuff as much as you're doing. She's not going to like top off like what he's doing right now, but as far as like knowing her role, shut her mouth, and taking care of the kids and all these other financials, that's what the type of woman that you need.
So you're saying she's not an Aisha Curry?
No, Aisha Curry is rambunctious, right? But at least she is putting the work in. I gotta give her credit to it, right? I mean, yeah, we had that moments where she didn't shut her mouth or whatever, right?
Her restaurant shut down in San Francisco.
It did?
Oh, for real? Damn. Okay.
Yeah. They shut down in San Francisco.
Now, real quick, man, I think I like what LeBron, because I'm the same way, man. Like, I don't need somebody else's money, but I do like smart women, and I like women that like go out there and have a level of success for themselves. So like my wife, man, and because my thing is like I could do stuff around the house, man. I don't need somebody like doing all the cleaning and shit. Cause I'm just a naturally clean person, man. I'm a clean up behind myself. So I don't need nobody like doing no laundry, I don't need nobody pushing buttons. I think we just got too many modern conveniences. Like we don't need the past shit, So I think men are starting to look at stuff differently. Like, hey man, I'm already cleaning for myself. LeBron, he already got like chefs, cleaners. He don't need nobody just sitting around at that point when you got money and resources and shit, and you take care of things on your own, man. So I think that's where he's probably looking at it.
I know before anybody come for SJ, let's be honest here. Nobody cleans against a rock. We ain't got no rivers and backyards that we going to. We won't have that thing where we sit down and wring the clothes. Like a lot of apartments got washers and dryers. So the machine is actually doing the work. Air fryer, we just pop the stuff in. We already got those pre-cooked meals that come in, get delivered every week for like $190 sometimes for $100 a week. We get breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks.
I mean, it is what it is. It's just like, man, just think about it. If every adult in their house like do their own fucking laundry, it's like, man, if you like warm up some food, you clean up the counters, your house is naturally gonna be clean and stuff. People are just dirty, man. That's the issue. They just let shit pile up instead of being systematic.
How easy it is to pile up though? Because things are that easy. Because like, if you're commuting 4 to 6 hours a day, I'm not gonna say the brand name because they're not paying us and they're not sponsoring this show. Hint, hint. And you just pop it in the microwave or on the air fryer. You already got your meal, and you're done. And the little vacuum cleaner that goes around and goes back to its base around your house, that's already done. And you already got the little spray that spray your shower 24 hours, and you rinse it off with water. You're done.
Some of those Roombas.
Facts.
That was really good.
Oh, Stan.
No, because I heard Stan talking about popping in a meal. Nigga, what meal you popping in the freaking air fryer?
No, so we have a lot of services here in California because like people don't have time to do grocery shopping, or you probably not home as much because you're working a lot of additional hours, a lot of jobs. So we do have meal services that drop off a box. And a lot of times,
okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, and so in those they have like you take snacks twice a day. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I see what you're saying.
So then
they got a lot of conveniences, man, and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely different nowadays. So yeah, you don't need that old school stuff.
Not at all. Not at all.
But all right, man, we'll go ahead. This was a good topic, man. We'll go ahead and jump into the next one.
Oh, wait, can I add one more thing about
ahead.
LeBron that we
ahead.
forget? What Anthony said that was important because he's seen so much growing up. This guy was in like NBA at age 16, right? Or 17. Like, how old was he when he started?
Like 16 or
17 or 18, around there.
Right? So he's now in his 40s. So he have seen a lot of men in his field of work that has gone through it with women.
Yeah, a lot of them have reported that they lost out money. The only way some of them didn't is because some of them have smart people behind them saving them. Like for instance, AI. Literally, AI would have been broke, but because someone else was watching his back, he got money.
Yeah, he definitely. Go ahead, Stan.
And that one basketball player we covered a couple weeks ago who moved back to the projects.
Right, yeah, we covered that like a way back, but yeah, that too.
Sebastian Telfair, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So before ladies,
go ahead.
Go Wally.
No, yeah, I'm just saying like there's been only like so much of decent people that have actually been able to market past and being able to take that money and move forward. You got MJ, you got LeBron, you got AI thanks to association. You got Shaq, the biggest person that understood this game a little bit more better after someone told him to understand a little bit more better. Everyone else, one way or another had gotten bigger. I mean, Steph Curry recently just signed a big contract deal with the Asian shoe deal, like for like what worth like 1.4 million or billion. Well, no, $1 million. So all these things are all an additive. So it's an addition, I should say. to who you are and everything else. Because again, at this point, your name is a market. Just like what Shad said, your name is a market now. Like your name is a big name, especially when you made it up there. So, you know, when you're a name, neither you're making your name, you're growing as you grow, or neither, and you're in the sports world and you're making your name. Eventually, you got to make that name work for you. Shaq did it. LeBron's doing it. MJ did it. A lot of these other guys are doing it. So, you know, you got to get that thing growing.
I do got one question, man, before we switch topics, because I was thinking about this earlier. So, you know, a lot of time how the stay-at-home moms, they'll be like, man, stay-at-home mom is the hardest job, and they shit all like working women. Wouldn't working women technically have the hardest job if they got like kids too, and they do it like both? Would that be considered like a harder to do?
We haven't got a chance, and I'm going to call you out on this, SJ, because it's been a year. We haven't got a chance to explore the movie of Mrs. Doubtfire, Mr. Mom. We got to like look at those movies because I've always been all for women just working because I came from divorce. Also, we come from a post-feminist era. Women were telling me like, don't do this to your wife or your girlfriend, make her go for her goals and her dreams. I mean, when you look at even like every piece of media has always been like, you are more than just a mother. Don't get married and don't trap your girlfriend, you know, let your wife go to the field. Like you can't sit down and then tell us all of a sudden move the goalposts or turn it back around and like let her stay at home and don't live out her potential.
And with that, I will sit here and say this. This is why women gotta want relationships more than men.
Travel One said the movies ain't real.
Okay.
But like Mrs. Doubtfire was that, right? Mrs. Doubtfire was that because she worked and the husband, he had a job, but it wasn't the same level job that she got. And she was mad because he had like a better relationship with the kids because he was able to do more with the kids than she can. And then she got a divorce and blocking for the kids and he had to dress up like a woman to have access to kids. But she had co-parented in the first place. She wouldn't have to do all that stuff.
Oh shit, I am gonna have to watch that. I ain't seen it in so long. Damn it, I forgot the whole movie. Okay, we gonna break
it. To watch it with Victoria and the cousins and everybody else want to watch this movie. Every time I watch, I get mad. But everybody like, yeah, he was just such a child. But yeah, the child went ahead, dressed up as an old woman, got in there. You go ahead and you find an old boyfriend from college, and you think he's gonna take on you and your 3 kids. And then anyway.
All right, let's go ahead and jump to the next topic, though. We'll say that one for another time. But all right, man. So the next topic, this clip I found, man, about the rappers and stuff. So investigators say his lyrics help bring down a drug ring. So my question for y'all before we get into this, man, are rappers the new snitches?
Well, that's all they do
Yes.
on their lyrics. If you really think about it, they tell the life story. They tell like on themselves how many dudes like they deleted, you know, and who did what, who did that in prison, and who got butt fucked.
What was you saying, Wally? You said yep.
When you said, okay, so you said the artists are the new snitches. Pretty much the answer is yes. And I think this is sort of like a taboo of where you want to be very discreet of how you do your music. Because again, you have to understand, right? When it comes to hip hop and rap, you're morally telling the story based upon who? Yourself. But, you know, you have to sell that, the nonfiction storytelling of the art versus the fictionary. Because again, if you're not living it, then why the hell would you even say it in the first place? Ultimately, than just, you know, saying that it was fiction in the first place. But that's the thing, is like these dudes are living it, so they're gonna sell it. But that's the problem, right? It's that simpleness of telling on yourself as if people can't connect to together, or people don't have enough evidence on you where people can't just come and get you right then and there the moment they hear it. So the fact of the matter is, you know, I think at this point, right, you can understand, we all can understand at this point, most rappers these days are what? Mostly people coming from the street life. So again, if you did some dirt and you did some ish and you talking the way you talking, prepare to get your ass locked up. which then puts the stigma of this whole thing of what black culture looks like even worse.
Okay, Stan, what's up, man? Are the rappers the new snitches? Are they self-snitching out here?
I implore for the rappers to take a college course in literature and deal with wit and humor. Will teach you how to use metaphors and similes, so you can say something indirectly, but at the same time make your point directly. Because if they're doing this, you might have to go take some courses, go to your local community college, and apply for some courses and see how you can say what you need to say without incriminating yourself. That's my suggestion.
So Stan said they better go to like college literature and grammar school so they don't get caught up.
Yes, the age of wit and literature. Like wit and humor, like that's like Shakespeare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, to see them like. My thing is like, man, if you actually putting that work in on the block, you might not want to be a rapper, man. Like, I think rappers should be for the motherfuckers that's lying, that like probably do some people, but they ain't really doing it themselves. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be rapping about shit you actually doing. That's crazy, man. Like Wally said, it's like they could easily connect them dots and shit. But let me go ahead and play this video, man. Let me know if y'all want me to stop at a certain point.
But we begin at 6 with what's being called a wild drug trafficking ring bust.
Unraveled thanks to rap lyrics. Lyrics like this. The feds trying to watch me, but they couldn't. I was swapping whips.
Wow. The drug ring allegedly spanned from Spain and the United Kingdom all the way to the U.S. and to states like California, Florida, Texas, and here in Oklahoma.
News 4's Lauren Henry joins.
What was that, Wally?
No, when they mentioned Florida, I'm like, oh, great, not again.
Yeah,
Hey,
Florida,
California's
boy.
in there too.
Well, that's obvious.
Is now live in studio with the wild details here. Lauren, an unusual case.
Definitely, Allie, Kevin. According to court documents, investigators say they used popular social media platforms and even reference rap lyrics from some of the music the suspects were creating and posting to gather evidence for the arrests. An alleged drug trafficking organization and their social media posts, investigators say, help them build a case against these 18 suspects so far. According to court documents.
Hold on, let me go back.
18. Man.
Yeah, they got some.
I swear,
that's crazy.
I swear when I tell you, boy, I tell you.
That's how they doing it in Florida, Wally.
This is not only in Florida, so don't be over here doing that.
Wally, we better not find out you in a rap group, man.
Forget that shit.
Selling bricks and shit.
You wish.
Far. According to court documents, investigators found much of the crime ring's alleged business was done through platforms like Snapchat, Instagram, and encrypted messaging apps. Investigators allege the organization is run by this man, Randall McCain.
Yeah,
court documents go on to reference music videos.
See, and this is why IG right now is talking about they reversing the whole thing of the encrypted messages nowadays. This is why it's happening. This shit right here. Oh man.
No, explain what encrypted messaging is on IG.
So pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, encrypted messages is basically meaning like okay, I don't want to butcher the terms, but if I'm not mistaken, people cannot they can't get into your details or whatever without certain permission or something like that, or neither. Okay, let me just look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
It's basically like an extra layer of like security, so then like hackers like don't pry into like your personal information. But no matter what, whatever message that you send to this person, that person, if the feds want to gather that information, it belongs to them. That applies like into your text messages or whatever. They can still go into like those type of files. It's just not to like the public that's supposed to be easily accessible.
How do they do stuff on Snapchat? Like, how's that possible?
Oh, that part I don't know because I don't use Snapchat. Okay. I know that's like the world, like that was like the #1 cheating app for sure.
Well, I mean, wait, can you not message on Snapchat?
Huh?
Can you message on Snapchat?
Yeah, Snapchat.
Right. So more likely you have like the encrypted and all that stuff. Yeah. But no, because basically what it says is an encrypted message is a communications that has been scrambled into an unreadable code to protect its privacy. It can only be turned back into a readable message and understood by someone who has a specific digital key, right? The mathematical password to require the unlock to unlock it. So pretty much that's what I'm saying. Like basically what IG is doing, they're protecting, in a sense, your pretty much your intellectual like messages without getting anyone to like be able to steal and all that. What pretty much what N3 said to without steal it, but they're the only ones that can unlock and uncover those things if someone else is trying to take it anyway. So for instance, like if the police wanted your information or your text messages, they have to go through them to get them.
Oh, to IG.
Yeah, or anywhere else that has the same encrypted messaging.
Yeah, but it's still crazy, man, in the information age, man. After all the stories of motherfuckers coming down from like messaging and shit, people are still doing that stuff. Cause it's like all they gotta do is file a warrant. They're gonna get that those messages and stuff. So yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm glad back in the day, man, we had beepers. I'm glad I'm old, man. You imagine if motherfuckers back in the day had all this like technology and shit.
We forget about though, like immediately after the beepers, we also have phone service when you call and you leave the message and they text it to the beeper. I don't remember that, but yeah.
All right, let me play some more.
Giving clues to their operation, starring some of the suspects, including McCain. But the feds were watching. Court documents allege the lyrics match up with what investigators.
So they made music videos?
Yeah, man.
With the people that were doing the crime while they were doing the crime?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. They be bold nowadays.
This is why I said these people are what I like to call. Well, I know that. I mean, they have industry plants. This is just planting dirt on the industry, because this is how worse it gets when you allow just anybody to magically become a rapper.
Nah, but here they got the whole lyric up. They got some of the lyrics right here on this screenshot. So it says their songs included lyrics like the following: "I'm on the road right now, 200 bowls in a nigga state, 3,500 for a pound. This is better weed." So yeah, they put the whole operation in the lyrics. So
see, this is what happens when we have idiots. Complete
this crazy
morons.
So I have a legal question. I have a question, because I know Papi Blanco not here. We gotta bring somebody who got legal needs. So would then, because of this, right? Would record labels now be liable because they didn't screen this and then they push it out, or like?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Before you say anything else,
it should be liable.
Consultants. So
say it one more time again. M3.
I said, for your legal question, just keep in mind we are not legal consultants, Stan. I'm just putting.
I know, but like, because he does follow a lot of legal cases, and he do know certain stuff. But like, or just anybody that we know, like, I wish they were here that could talk to us about this. But like, I just have questions about it.
To be honest,
because music is still an art. You know what I'm saying? Where like, the people that put out albums and stuff, huh?
But is it when you're doing this, like, is it?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not like the record owners are like doing crimes with these motherfuckers, so they wouldn't know, because they could just be like, I thought he was lying about the shit.
Nah, bro. Nah, I don't hear that shit.
Nah, I mean,
let's be honest. Because again, we can easily sit here and say, yeah, this was nonfiction. But when you're this discreet, I'm sorry, dog. No. If you told me I'm a record label and I seen you put something out like this, I'm telling you straight up, do this shit on your time, not on mine. Fuck that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, the record label people ain't gonna be like in the warehouse with you where you like chopping up shit.
They're not gonna be in the warehouse, but to the point that they know that you're gonna get sold out like that. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Because I'm wondering, like, now, like,
technically, Stan, real quick.
No, go ahead.
Think about it like this, right? the record label honestly has to hear this because they have to know that it's done. So they have to know before they put this out that this is ready to go. So again, if I'm listening to this and I'm hearing all this and I know this, now I know this intel. So what the fuck I'm gonna do with this? Am I gonna sit here and call the police, or I'm gonna sit?
But how you know this is intel? I mean, like you say, like you heard this song and you a record label person, man. That ain't your job to like. What you gonna go investigate them, follow them around, see if they really doing this? That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
no, don't get me wrong. Again, I hear your point, but again, that's the whole thing, though. My thing is again being this discreet about how far you going as far as selling details. Again, I'm gonna be honest. Show me anybody else as a rapper that is decently clean that does this.
He's a foreman. He works for the feds. That's the only way how it would make sense.
Y'all crazy.
No, this shit. Yeah, but SJ, like Wally's on something.
Wally ain't on shit.
No, just think about it, right? But think about it, right? So they're able to place 18 people right now because of these rap lyrics, right? The question I now have is like, is there's a statute limitations because now can they also go back to previous rap lyrics, bring out cold cases, and start putting things together? Because then when I'm looking at it in the long run is now that particular genre of music is going to be skewed and it can't be, what's what I'm looking for? It's not going to be investment wise. It's not, it won't be wise to invest in it because then record labels, 360 contracts, all the other stuff is not going to be tied up and you have to give it to the feds. So I'm wondering in the long term if this is going to be more damaging.
Well,
that's all. It's just a thought.
Well, yeah, but if you're talking about statutes of limitations, right? This is the thing that's also an issue about the statute of limitations because we always goes past the statute of limitations and say F your statute of limitations. We just got to do it anyway just because we can. Well, then where is the honesty of that? Because again, it's in the law. Like if you passed it, it's a done deal. Like literally. So it's like, well, damn, you do, damn, you don't. You didn't get them.
Well, it depends on the crime. Because like certain things don't have no statute.
So to that point, then there shouldn't be no latches. There shouldn't be no. There shouldn't be there. Then it shouldn't be there. It's like, what's the point? It's like, oh, okay. Well, 10 years are up, so 10 years. Okay, you can't do it. But wait a minute. But we have pure evidence otherwise, and it's already we already passed 12 years. But you opened the case up and said, go get them. What the freak? Just don't have it. Like for real. Like just don't have it. Like freak.
Now, most of the time, they'll probably be connecting other stuff or say like, man, because, they had that group of people, man. They have females in their crew. They probably like if somebody gets caught with something else, they probably start talking. And that's when they probably go back and start looking at everything and shit, cooperating and everything.
Oh, no. And that's my thing. That's what I'm saying. Like from that point, I mean, I can get that. If they choose to back their words and they were saying like, oh, I was being at gunpoint or whatever, whatnot, then fine. Sure. Yeah. Go ahead with that. But I'm saying to the point of them doing the work and you didn't catch up to none of this or you didn't have enough information and it's already passed, you're pretty much screwed. That's what I'm saying. Like, because again, that's what I'm saying. Like when these things like this, because again, for instance, what was the time when technically the statute of limitations was in place and they just override it just because of some BS? I think it was,
Then did he have statute of limitation?
I don't even know. I don't.
You got to look at the crime, man. That's what I'm saying. Like it's very specific.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying. It's sort of skewed because that's what I'm saying. The statute of limitations. Honestly, you may as well say forget about it because if it's the level of condition of the crime, then let's be honest. Let's treat all crime at the same. Not all crime, but let's treat all crime with some decency of saying, you know what, just put it on the side. Screw the statute of limitations because you're just going to do it anyways.
Man, you saw how many states was involved in their like case. Like when you have an operation that big, bodies done drop.
But that's what I'm saying.
They're not letting that go, man. No.
That's what I'm saying. But no, I'm agreeing. That's what I'm saying. What's the point of having statute of limitations then? Because again, the magnitude of it. Again, because think about it. If they kept quiet and this was like 20 years later, and you found out now you have more detail, and you want to reopen the case, but then someone tells you statute of limitations. Fuck statute of limitations. You know what these motherfuckers did? Okay, then. That's my whole point. What's the point?
Because I mean, you got limitations with resources like police force, one of those like agencies where like, man, say like motherfucker was stealing some cars and shit. And that was like 15 years ago, man. Now he's like working and stuff. They don't see that as valuable to go back. But you know, when you're looking at like drug crimes and murders and shit like that's where they can't ignore that type of stuff. But certain things, like if it's like theft, they're not gonna like go back and spend the resources and the money on those cases.
Well,
you know what?
go
ahead, Wally. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wally.
No, I'll just say real quick, if that's the case, then I guess that's why we can't redo people's charges with marijuana, knowing that we now classify it as being clean now.
Wally trying to take us on a rabbit hole now.
I'm just being funny with it. I ain't gonna do that rabbit hole shit. But I'm just saying, like,
now, but you got pointed because
if you clean up the idea of marijuana, now you're saying it's medical grade. Well, technically, why the hell you still got most of these niggas locked up?
Because they were selling THC grade.
Okay, so
we're selling CBD oil grade.
So we're technically saying at a certain level, that's where we're framing you. Okay.
Yes, because
how you know all that, Stan? How you know all about these grades? What you go to weed college? What he say on
California? Know how to party, California.
But all right, let me finish the rest of the video.
I gotta say this real quick. As part of the light skin committee, don't involve me in y'all crime. I'm reporting y'all, because I'm too pretty to
man, you chocolate. What kind of skin you talking about?
Shout out to Stan. Yeah, I ain't going with y'all either. God damn it.
Yeah.
Saw while watching the suspects on social media, at their homes, and at this Metro office park, believed to be used for storing drugs. Oklahoma City police say there could be as many as 40 people involved in the drug trafficking conspiracy. What? And most of the suspects arrested so far are facing charges for conspiracy to commit a felony.
Damn. So there's 32 people on the run now? So they got 18, because they could be more than 40, right? But you got they got 18, so that's 32 more plus.
Man, usually when there's 40, there's about to be hundreds and there's about to be thousands.
Oh, they talking.
Everyone got to have a supplier.
Yeah,
the ones that come in there first. Those are the ones that get the deals. So they telling on everybody.
Ooh, dang!
But
and they
all
got
right,
the
man.
Warehouse. That's crazy.
That was dumb. My thing is crazy that I even say like the people that wasn't rapping that was in that organization. My thing is like, why y'all letting people rap? That's what I don't get. Like if something say like we was a little organization right here at M3 want to go out here and be spitting about it, I'd be like, hey, he gotta go. My man need a pair of them concrete boots. We gotta do something like.
I mean, it could be one of them lion thugs that's just doing it. You never know. You know how it is.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, man, I'm telling. It's so weird nowadays. It's almost like everybody's chasing like YouTube fame, and they're putting themselves at risk for that type of stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. But all right, man, we'll go ahead. We'll jump into the last topic. So yeah, this one, Clay finally came out and said, "Hey, the reason why he broke up with Megan Thee Stallion was because she was a little too ghetto." So yeah, I think
Clay actually say this?
Huh? What's that?
Did Clay actually say this, or she said it?
This is what people are saying that he said. I guess he put out like a statement.
He ain't say that.
You don't think he said that?
No, I don't think he said that. No,
why? Why not? Why? We give
I think Meg Thee Stallion is saying that because this probably feel guilty. That's so we're apologizing.
But you think she would like put that out like to call herself ghetto? I don't think she'll see herself as ghetto, man. Like if she
No, of course not. But like if you get the sisterhood to say because he got a white mom, I gotta say this real quick. Mm-hmm. Hey, just because someone got a white mom or a white dad doesn't make them less black. Matter of fact, the men that they half black means they got half of you anyway. So he half ghetto or full ghetto when he wants to be. So with that being said, let's get back to our scheduled program.
That was the worst philosophy I ever heard in my life. that was a light skin justification. That was a bullshit, Stan.
Okay, here's something. Ready for it? He's in the NBA. All them dudes are ghetto. Every last one of them ghetto. When you can go ahead and bring a bucket of chicken and wings to the court side while you're playing basketball, that's some ghetto stuff with hot sauce. I'm
All right, see,
sorry.
this was a little better argument than your last one. But M3, all right. So what you think he's just making this shit up now because he's trying to like take the light off of him from the whole Megan Thee Stallion breakup? Like he should have been over there no way. So you think he's?
Well, here's the thing. I haven't seen like the video, but I don't think Clay would have said anything. I think most likely he probably would just like remain silent because he know there's crucifixion. Excuse me. And him calling the situation out, whether if he was like in the wrong or not. Yeah, I mean, he was definitely wrong. Get with somebody like Meg that already has a horrible track record with men anyway. But he just wanted to channel into like his inner hood side or whatever, right? So I think he was pretty much been called a square his whole life, maybe on and off the court. So he had something to try to prove to his peers. So
to prove to what?
This man went to how much feedback before me?
Hold on. I said this before in the last video when we talked about him. I'm like, the dude was trying to build some street cred, unnecessary street cred. For what?
Street cred
amongst who?
I'm with M3, man. I said it was light skin guilt. So he tried to get that street cred up.
Light skin guilt.
Hold on. You guys have to understand, right? Because you guys didn't come up from like the right suburban areas, right? That he grew up with. He was born around in the suburbs, right? He was, dude probably went to private school and all this other like bullshit, right?
Okay.
So
he was trying to connect with the culture. That's what
I ain't trying to connect with that culture. I ain't never trying to connect with that culture.
You're trying to connect. Clay was trying to connect. And this is what he chose? And this is what he chose?
I understand.
He was trying to connect. He's like, look, man, I'm tired of being an outsider.
First of all, I never gonna apologize for having two parents and my parents take me up to Costco and I got stuff to do on the weekends. I ain't apologize for none of y'all.
Y'all missed the point though, right? Y'all missed the point. I ain't never been in the streets like that. He wanted to get a taste of the streets for the first time. And it was like a euphoria for him. So
the streets?
Man, dude, he wanted to be.
What you're telling me is to get a taste of the streets, the best option was going after Megan Thee Stallion after her case with Tory Lanez, which was not solved completely. Okay.
Dude,
that makes perfect sense. And that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
That makes out here thugging it. He was out here trip walking when he was with Megan Thee Stallion.
At 40?
See, Dre, they don't understand, man.
Man, y'all, I can't believe this going over y'all head like this, man. What's up with y'all?
Over here was throwing him under the bus and talking about he need to get out of the white skin whatever you call it, the white skin association.
Oh, yeah, he got voted out. He got voted out for going over there, but I understand the move.
No, he had every right to go there. He had every right to go there. That is his birthright. He has every right to go there.
Bullshit.
He was trying to. He was like, look. He's like, I'm tired of my position out here. He was like, I want some street cred. Here go Megan Thee Stallion. He's like, okay, she got a little bit of a wagon on her.
Who the hell looked at? Clay Thompson said that he didn't have no street cred, whatever. Like, nigga, you ain't no gangster, you ain't no G, nigga. Like, bro, what the fuck we talking about?
You're an NBA player.
He was out here getting them females. That's enough street cred for him. What the fuck we talking about?
We ain't saying this right. We just saying this. We getting in his psyche. He wanted that juice like Tupac. That's what I'm saying.
Bitch-made psyche.
Yeah, the streets are gentrified. What streets are we talking about? The streets are gentrified. They are paved with nice trees and little cute lampshades. There are no streets. The curfew is 9 p.m. And they don't take Section 8. So what are we talking about? Street credibility in the year 2026 of our Lord Jesus Christ.
They not getting it. They not getting it, M3.
The reason why they're not getting it because they're from Florida, right? And that's why like they're always on the news constantly, right?
You ain't talking about you from Florida, nigga. You got the same thing out here in Florida, nigga. What you talking about?
And you know what,
Wally? What the hell you talking about?
And you know what, Wally? this dude from Oakland, and he don't even go down with them little dirty ass niggas over there. He gonna like, I'm moving up to Whiteville. What are we talking about? I know M3 ain't come for us. Now you did that. That's what you get.
So Stan, he sold out. M3
He
sold out.
He done sold out. He had nothing to do with people from Oakland. He look up and like, what's that?
M3, when's the last time you been to Oakland?
The last time I've been to Oakland, right, was
there you go. 1985.
Because I had to go to San Francisco. So yeah, that was the last time I went to Oakland.
Last time you been to Oakland was 1985 when you went to see what?
M3 ain't shit. You saw him, he had to look at the calendar. He's like, fuck, 08?
And he was just driving through.
Everybody was doing 90. He had 90 on the dash. Read every red light.
Oh my God. Let's play the video. Oh Lord knows, I gotta go.
No, in all realness though, there's a part of Oakland, I think it's called East 14th Street. And there's a sliver, right? That it becomes on one side it's Oakland and the other side is San Leandro. And literally the Oakland side is dark, gloomy, dead trees and everything else. The San Leandro, once you cross over just one step, there's birds, it's green. The sun is out.
Once you get off of the red square, right, whatever direction you go to, you have the promised land right to your left, because I'm facing towards south or whatever, right? So up, whatever, right? Up that way, right? That's the promised land, San Leandro. Down that way, okay, that's doomsday. Okay, so you choose whatever direction you want to go to, right?
But you don't live in neither one of them. You live in Whitesville with all the white women that come around you like, oh, can you help us carry this groceries?
Because
big black man. So
boy, you already know Willis people, right? Surprisingly, right around that area, right? And it's more closer to my space of duty. But here's the other thing, right? It's a difference between when you're coming out, duty, right?
Yeah, he said place of duty.
Yeah, because he probably one of them black gigolos that get these white
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he said that.
Hey,
that's like gigolo terminology right there when you said place of duty, because you ain't a fucking cop.
Lord have mercy.
Don't come from me and Wally. Don't do that no more.
Right? You know the difference between you coming out from a terrible area, right? As opposed to you was in a well-provinced type of area, right? I'm sorry, a well-esteemed type of area, and now you feel that false guilt. It's just like I don't know, like Christianity.
False guilt.
Right? Yeah, it's that false guilt. He was having that false
guilt for what?
False guilt for what?
His life.
No, you picked that life.
What are you talking about?
No, let me break it down before we get in the video. But like, man, you know these guys, man, they've been like AAU basketball. They've been like so focused on the sport, for so long. He's kind of coming to the tail end of his career. He wanted a little bit of excitement, man. So he's like, man, I want this street cred. This is what me and M3's breaking down to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted that adventure, man. He was like, shit. He saw Megan Thee Stallion. He was like, look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot, man.
Nah, he looked at that and was like, hey, look, I want to see what that thing do. That's what he really did.
That's what we saw the proof. He was doing that silly ass dancing in his closet, turned deep red. Face was red, ears was red. Cause I turned that red too and I get excited. So I'm like, oh, we know this is going on. He getting a little goofy. And then she made that turkey dinner for Thanksgiving. Everybody ate good.
No, facts. They was throwing down, man. So yeah. But all
made
right,
that
man, let's
rice.
jump into this. Let's just go ahead and jump in the video. We only gonna watch a little bit of this. Shout out to O'Shea, man. He do good videos. But let me play the beginning of this. I'm gonna play another clip after this. The one where you can see it in like Clay's face when he was like, oh shit. She ghetto as hell.
Megan Thee Stallion was ghetto.
They say that opposites attract. And typically, it's true. Look at your friends, look at the people that you vibe with. Most are not really like you, and that's because opposites attract. Even when we're dealing with people who are unlike us in a romantic sense. For an example, Klay Thompson. He is more reserved, more laid back, and very private. It's not uncommon that he would want somebody the opposite of him. Someone maybe more outspoken, someone more fun, someone like Meg Thee Stallion. Because Meg is different. And sometimes we want to try out different just to see if it's better than what we're used to. And at first, everything could be clicking on all cylinders until it doesn't. And that brings me to this point. Klay Thompson called Meg Thee Stallion ghetto? According to the Daily Mail report, Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson's relationship was struggling long before it ended. An unknown insider alleged that Klay Thompson used to complain about Meg Thee Stallion, saying things like, she's just too ghetto, he was over her ghetto-ness, the way she speaks, the way she acts. And
see, this is why I do got smoke for him, man. Because didn't she always kind of present like this?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Always.
But I won't call it ghetto, though. I won't call it ghetto.
No, I mean, if you don't, but I'm just saying, if you like...
What would you call it?
Ratchet?
I won't call it ratchet. I'll just
What
call
would
it
you call it?
Urban Amazon.
No, we're not going to try that.
Girl, get the fuck out of here.
This horny bastard. Nah, but it's just crazy because, like, man, she's pretty much been the same for like years. So it's just like, man, you know that ain't your type, man. Don't even go down that route. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ding him a little bit. What'd you say? Urban Amazon?
Urban Amazon, like opposite attract. You know, he's quiet. You know, she was being part of his world. Took her on a boat trip. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got a good therapist. He got a boat. He know about the ocean. There's some therapy behind that. I'm not going to go to the extent of it. And then, you know, playing golf again. He got some great therapists. And then he goes into her world and sees something different.
Okay.
Like M3. You were different from your girlfriend. SJ, we already know you're different from your wife. You from New York. You very different. I know you gangster. Once we hang up this stuff.
That's incorrect. I go to Bible study. I was always one with the community.
And I bet you when them new neighbors move in with that bass music, you was looking like, who brought these N-words here?
All right, let me play a little bit more, man.
And we know Wally. Wally probably got a little thugette somewhere.
Uh-oh.
I'm solo.
Well,
thank you.
I would kind of think that Wally probably has like a more like a mild, petite type of white woman.
Wally?
Yeah, I can see that.
No.
What the fuck do I look like to you?
Nah, Wally got himself a young Miami.
You know what?
You seriously from Miami? I think she might be a different part of Florida. I don't think not Miami.
No, he got like no young Miami. He probably got that or Trina.
Y'all niggas on your own.
No,
y'all niggas on your own.
You putting old heads on Wally, huh?
No. That's Stan's woman, not mine. That's his fantasy, not mine.
But you know that you got that. She go to Walmart barefoot.
Nigga, you on your own.
No, Stan. I can see
on your own.
No, Stan. I can see Wally with a Christian Bale right now. Okay.
Ooh,
you also on your own. You can take that with you. The freak.
So you said Trina. Hold on. Let me.
A young Trina.
Oh.
Let me share
And I
my
said
screen.
again, the answer is hell no.
You said young.
A young Trina. Yeah, see?
No.
Wally.
I don't need them problems.
What you mean? Opposites attract.
You said young
Fuck
Miami.
out of here. Not on this side. The fuck. And look, there's a reason why I said I'm staying solo. The fuck. Keep that opposite attract to somebody else. Kick it to somebody else.
No, but you saying you stay solo, but she didn't tell you.
Hell
She
no.
go young
This
Miami
is the one
right
that
here.
allowed herself to get pissed on by Diddy. What the hell you think this is?
Oh no!
Christian Bale.
I'm gonna be with a woman that allowed herself to get pissed on by Diddy. No.
Wally, I heard she a good woman. I heard if you look beyond her, Wally, I heard if you look beyond her past, man, she's actually a good woman.
Bullshit. You know what? If that's the case, shit me. I'd rather take a Megan. Fuck it. At least she watch anime.
No, she's excited. I couldn't call this ghetto. She excited.
You could have called this ghetto right here.
I couldn't call it ghetto.
Now she's too loud.
I mean, she would have did more if she would have did more if she was ghetto. I'll say that. So she was reserved in this moment.
No, that's what she's excited. Like,
hold on,
that's what I'm saying. She was more reserved in this moment. If she was ghetto, she would have did something way different.
And all that.
Hold on, let me play the clip real quick. Let me see.
Okay.
The way she acts. And, well, that outburst is it's a little cringe, but hey, you can adjust to it if you really like the person, right?
He's right, you know.
Yes.
And then after this report came out, people came for Clay.
You know who she is, you know what she represented, you know what she has done, and therefore you know that she is loud and she can be ghetto. Now, you knew all of these things about this woman on the outside looking. You knew who she was before you even established a relationship with her.
Now, the lady speaking
I don't
here,
like the way she said it. I like the way she said it.
Y'all agree with that statement?
You knew who she was.
But do y'all agree with her, man? M3, you agree with that?
I mean, I do agree at some point because you do have to take accountability of it. You know who you chose. Look at the claws that she has on her nails. Like, come on, man. Like,
you know that's his love language, though. M3, that's his love language.
With them claws.
Well,
the nails. You know he loved that stuff.
Man. Show me one of his ex-girlfriends on the other side of the successful that had them nails.
Well, that's
you
why
seen him turn red.
That's the point of his ex-girlfriends. They ain't got to like what she has. The point is, he knew what he chose.
Yeah, he got that good that hand job with the nail. Ooh, Jesus.
Look, I'm gonna say this, right?
Stan a freak. You know Stan got them nail fetishes. I do agree with that.
After this.
I do agree with what she was saying, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For him to even go down that path, I mean, shit. What do you expect for the chick that got shot in the foot? Like,
and also, wait, when did he start playing NBA?
He's still playing right now. He's on the bench. You know, his career on the decline, but he's still playing.
Oh, wait, hold on. Stan getting that booty call, so he has to take that. But like the old saying is, man, look, the trash is smellier on both sides, man, either or. And he knew what he chose. So I don't know. I'm just saying, if you were complaining, and I don't think he would say something stupid like that, but if he did, dude, that's on him. You chose that type of person. So while you're with him, you have to deal with it. And if you're complaining and like, oh, like she's too loud and ghetto, I'm like, well, you should have just chose someone that was more quiet and meek.
You know, it's strange because this man teammates are all ghetto adjacent. His exposure was already there.
You talking about his current teammates or like the Golden
State? All of them.
Steph Curry wasn't ghetto.
Not
Draymond
Steph, but
was. Draymond ghetto.
Draymond out there kicking people in the nuts and shit. Yeah, he ghetto.
And the current team he's on, the one before Golden State, like the whole crew, we ain't talking about sophisticated gentlemen that's meeting up for cigars on the weekend to talk about world politics and how to build up the community. That's not who we're dealing with.
Right.
So you think Clay's capping?
I think whoever put this out is capping.
Oh, okay.
You put this out, I wouldn't say he put this out because even the women that go after them are hood. I mean, because like when you look at some of the girlfriends or the baby mamas, so the sensibilities there come strong enough. Know that he's a godfather to a few of them. There's been some experiences that he knows. And the way the family ate that chicken, I'm sure enough they went to Crenshaw and and Lompoc several times for wings and things. So to sit down and say this man grew up proper in the square, I'm like, I don't know. But because you guys said this, now I'm gonna go ahead and live an extra bougie life and go to Napa this weekend to wash off the ghetto-ness. And so and eat my ham and cheese and crackers on a cootery board.
You can get that cheese platter.
You came from vacation. You didn't watch it when you was over there?
But I mean, this whole thing of like, we got to do street credibility. I just want to make sure there's a distance between me and my desire for street credibility. I don't want it.
Damn, Stan tapped out. He said, fuck the street cred. Damn, Stan dropped again. Hold on. Let me pull up this video. This was Megan Thee Stallion making that Thanksgiving dinner. Let me. Stan, you want to know what's ghetto? Your fucking Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Hold on.
Daddy had came in town because the Mavs was playing the Lakers. And I said, Clay, why you didn't tell me your daddy was coming to town? Got me here knocking over stuff. Let me hurry up and cook something because how he gonna come to the South and I don't show him no Southern hospitality? So then after that, I was like, what do I got in this kitchen to cook? So I pulled out some chicken thighs. I had some stuff for baked beans. I had some stuff for cornbread. I had a little potato salad. Dang, baby, just about to go up the street. Let me cook. Okay, so
she trying to kill that motherfucker with all that seasoning on there.
Anyways, I had some stuff for chicken thighs.
No. That is the level of season that needs to be on that chicken.
That was salt. Motherfuckers is checking out because of high blood pressure.
If that was salt. Wait, that was salt or was that something else?
No.
That was seasoning. That was seasoned.
Yeah, that was garlic powder.
Yeah. Go back because I swear that was seasoning.
Not seasoning, but there was she had a.
What's up, y'all? She gonna make this say, hey, can I have girl coach? And girl, the other day, Daddy had came in town because
that looked like paprika.
And I said, Clay, why you didn't tell me your daddy was coming to town? I'm here knocking over stuff. Let me hurry up and cook something because how he gonna come to the South and I don't show him no Southern hospitality? So then after that, I was like, what do I got in this kitchen to cook? So I pulled out some chicken thighs.
Pause there for a minute.
Stuff for
now you see how Clay was happy.
Like
you see that little belly Clay got? That's happiness.
He's stupid.
That's happiness.
Cornbread. I had a little potato salad. Dang, baby, just about to go up the street. Let me cook. Okay.
See that's why I was like, I gave people pushback about Clay. He was giving that boyfriend energy off.
Yeah, he's loving it. I think they could reconcile and just get back. Nah, I say reconcile, get back together, make that baby. Reconcile and get that baby.
Okay, so anyways, I had some stuff for chicken thighs. I had some stuff for baked beans. I had some stuff for cornbread. So this is me preparing my things for my baked beans, seasoning my meat real good because I just want to tell y'all that the Thompsons love my baked beans. Okay, Miss Julie love them, Mr. Thompson love them, Clay love them. So I always got to make it. Shout out to my granny for teaching me how to make this. Okay, so this me stirring on my baked beans. I seen some of the how he's talking.
She throwing down. Like if her pass wasn't that bad, man. Hey,
that's what I'm saying. They can reconcile. I say
she's
reconcile.
a keeper. Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like all the other.
You talking about a keeper? Y'all wildin'. I'm saying like if she ain't had the history like she did, shit.
Okay.
Exactly. Take away all that history and all that bad negativity. Yeah, she's a keeper.
Yeah, she throwing down.
What would happen if she stepped down and stopped being Megan Thee Stallion? And agreed to be a stay-at-home wife.
Oh no, she got to run with that shit. That's what I'm saying. It's too far gone, man. Once you get shot in the foot, dog, you can't bounce back from that. Like when you evolved in that type of interaction, you got to run with this path. But she could disappear for a while, like you said. If she disappeared, she could find somebody, man. Because men have proven that they'll accept anything. But she got to like tone it down, man. She got to disappear for a while.
No, but it's about Clay though. Clay is never going to find
Clay moved on.
No, he can't move on because he's never going to find a woman again that make him turn red. We know how hard that is.
Clay got net worth like 90. He good.
It's not the same. I think they should reconcile. They got to reconcile.
Okay. You tripping.
talking about making drop a cookbook, I think I definitely will do that. Okay, so after this, checking on my baked beans. Mr. Thompson had never had boudin before, y'all, so I had to put him on the boudin. I'm pretty sure he really, really liked it. You know, he Bahamian. Bahamians love that good rice, and approved. I think he might be Southern now. I don't know.
Okay,
So this is me serving them their plates.
See, this only makes it worse. It makes it worse. For him, at least. Because, see, that's the whole point I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. You can't make this up.
Yeah, they throwing down. She's serving everybody. She resting in her femininity on this shit.
No, reconcile, play, reconcile.
You crazy, Stan. Stop playing.
And that's another thing. See, this is what I'm saying. He don't need no street cred. He's Bahamian. See, that's the shit I'm talking about, bro. What the fuck? You an islander. You don't need no street cred, nigga.
Street cred is for suckers.
Look at that plate. Ain't a green in sight. God dang, I need to do better. Next time I'm gonna put some more vegetables on your plate. But this all I had. This all I was working with in an hour, you know?
In an hour?
Okay, right here. Look like they feeling it to me.
Oh, that's some fast cooking. They must have multiple kitchens or something.
They don't look too excited about that. They look like they want some crab cakes.
I mean, of course they're not gonna be too excited, but that doesn't mean that they don't say
they want some prawns and shit. They don't want this. They like, man, goddamn. Like when she leave, man, we gonna go.
You can cook them. They home cooked meal or something.
Like, man, we about to go. We about to go get some prawns and shit. We don't want this.
Did you hear the father? He said, like, you need to retire. It is father approved. It's a wrap. Clay, go back to that woman.
No, he's saying you need to retire cooking.
Nah, Clay, go back to that woman.
Look, with that
go
said,
back to that woman.
Look, this
go
is
back to that woman.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of these commentaries, like, neither it's like, oh, Steph's mother has something to say, or either he has something to say. Look, I don't believe until they actually show a video or some type of honest source. Because when they say insiders, I don't know what's the point of you hiding and saying that, oh, he said this, but you're not coming out and actually saying it. Like, if you talk to them, then just say it. Insiders say that he called her ghetto. What the fuck out of here?
Yeah, I don't think he said it, man. I think he just, like, after the whole shit, resolved, I think he stepped away. But you know how sometimes people be put words in people's mouth. Because I mean, if he did say it, then yeah, he got to take ownership for that. Because she always been who she was. So
no, but I'm not even saying just him in ownership. I'm also saying the insider that's saying that he said it. Where's your ownership? Put yourself out there. Is it TMZ? Is it whoever they is? Come out and say, like, okay, they're just saying insiders. That's just hiding behind the freaking mirror, because anybody can technically be an insider.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. But people are gonna be like, man, I can't reveal my sources, even though they sources them damn self.
It's hard by that sourcing.
But all right, man, that was the last topic, man. Definitely good chopping it back up with you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and close it out. So real quick, parting words, M3.
Man, look, don't make bad choices like Clay, and get yourself a better cook. The other one I would definitely say with LeBron James, definitely speak your mind, never be afraid. Hell, I mean, if you're a billionaire, man, like, you're at a point, especially if you're a trillionaire like Elon Musk or whatever, right? Man, you can say whatever the hell you want to say at this point. They can't cancel you. You're uncancelable, right? And, if you want to, how should I say this? The best way, right, to get hired as a personalized informant, right, become an undercover rapper, okay, and that way you'll be able to, like, pretty much have your confession or whatever you want to do, right, to take down a whole entire drug game, okay? Damn. So being a rapper, undercover rapper, is like one of, like, the best skills you could get into, right, for law enforcement, and you could just take down a lot of crime that way. So think about doing that. Sign up to be a rapper if you want to work for the feds. That's all.
All right, Stan.
I'm black and bougie. Number one, don't be no human house pet. Like, decenter yourself and go get a job. Number two,
you definitely getting some smoke.
Hey, decenter yourself and get a job, because you can go ahead and smoke, but I cooked. I mean, like, I gotta just say, like, don't do it, man. Just don't. Number two, man, I'm all of y'all going to jail. I ain't trying to go nobody prison. because it leads to number 3. The streets are gentrified, black and bougie forever. I want no part of no street life and all this poor stuff and trying to be held accountable to people make poor choices in life. I'm so sorry. No, thank you. I'll be having my champagne and the charcuterie board and just looking at y'all from afar in the suburbs. But thank you.
You said you could be with somebody. I was like, oh my God, what they doing over there? Like it's a TV show and shit.
Okay, or like M3, just drive by and do my part.
Very fast. But all right, Wally, parting words.
Man, my parting words, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, whoever allowed these rappers to make that video and make them say these words and allow them to say these words, yeah, you need to get your fucking business revoked. Thank you very much, and get the frick out of Dodge, because y'all don't need to be hiring these mofo idiots that are out here slinging. Two, as far as as far as the whole Megan and the thing, look, I feel like this is ultimately fake news for drama. Because you know these low behind media industries, they need something to to ride off of, and that's really all this really is. I really don't take these seriously that much. And as far as LeBron, look, I think LeBron is on point with what he said about the whole stay-at-home mom for his timeline of where he's at in his career and what he has developed in the amount of resources that can keep on growing and expanding for him and his family's empire. If you ain't about nothing, get the freak out of Dodge. It's as simple as that.
All right. So my parting words is, don't let no chick cook salty ass chicken.
Seasoned.
All that goddamn spices on that shit.
You ain't talking about salt.
Seasoned, sir. Seasoned.
You Puerto Rican.
That's another thing I wanted to mention.
She's trying to take you out. She's trying to send you back to the maker with all that damn salt on there. So you start seeing her pouring all that shit on there, like you know what time it is. You gotta be like, damn, I gotta send her back to the streets.
That chicken look great, boy.
And that rice.
That's why brothers is dropping like flies because of high blood pressure. Yeah, get it.
Hey, look. If you
she trying to take you out.
They would have known if it was too salty. They would have called it. And I ain't
they look upset. They look like they wanted to go to Texas Day, Brazil. Like, hey, as soon as she leave, we out.
That's not what Pops. That Pops was looking like. Man, my son messed this up. I'm about to hit it.
Pops was like, man, I wanted some crab cakes, some prawns. He's like, we over here eating this bullshit.
She made it all in an hour.
Cornbread looked dry as fuck. Pops is like,
I mean, but I don't go lie, you can make that in an hour though. Stan, it wasn't that much.
She made it in an hour. Women out here.
The only thing that probably looked that much if she made the bread from scratch. Now that I'll give her credit for.
I'm sorry, I live in California. The only thing women make here is nonsense.
You live in California. That's the problem.
So they be cooking up felonies. But all right, for the rest of my parting words, I'll say, man, for the rappers out here that's telling on themselves, keep it up. You making life easier for law enforcement. So shit, hey, y'all might as well keep that shit up. And LeBron, shout out to LeBron, man. I might actually go get a LeBron jersey, man. Spitting that gospel and stuff, telling the truth out here. Cause I think more people need to start speaking up. I see people getting mad at what people say, but man, everything ain't for everybody. And sometimes you just gotta listen and see, like, a lot of men are starting to change and look at things differently. So shout out to him for speaking out on that. Yeah, because I heard he was getting some smoke. But all right, y'all, man, keep tuning in. Peace.
All right, everyone.